I'm only going to ask you once. Did you do it?
No, no, no! Absolutely no!
Let's hear it. You got one shot, right, Gramps? Witness, the court will permit you the chance to make one final statement. If you lie under oath again, Mr. Gato's coffee mug awaits you. I don't even need to make any punishment over here. It will be Gato that will deliver the wrath upon you. As does my gavel. Just for extra precaution.
Oui. It's clear.
What do they always say in the movies? I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah. A cliché as old as time itself. Very well. Begin your final testimony, Mr. Armstrong. Alright, let's hear your final testimony over here before we move on to the next witness / killer.
It is true. I hid the body in the kitchen. A man forced me to do it. I had no choice. I had to go along with him because there was a reason why I could not refuse. But I did not kill him. I swear it. You must believe me.
You were forced? By who?
I can't say, or I will be erased.
Let's try a different question. When Mr. L died, was he really the only person at his table?
There was. There was another man.
I knew it.
Maybe he was telling the truth.
You may cross-examine the witness now, Mr. Wright. There's just one more thing I need to do. I gotta break this guy and get him to tell us the name of the real killer.
It is true. I hid the body in the kitchen.
Did you carry the body by yourself?
Oui, I carried him. And I carried Maggie too.
Maggie, too?
When she saw the victim collapse, she fainted. I could not leave her there.
But why did you hide the bodies?
A man forced me to do it. I had no choice.
What man? Who was he?
No, I cannot say. I fear for my life.
Yeah, he's really scared. Huh. This could actually help John Armstrong. Like, before I was saying that he was an accomplice in order to get the money and all that. In which case, he'll be fucked too. But if we are to find out that he was being forced into doing this whole thing, that he had no choice, otherwise he was gonna die, then he will truly find the light at the end of the tunnel by the end of this.
You just have to put the words in his mouth, Nick.
Yeah, you're right. If he won't tell me, I'll tell him. But why would you go along with this man?
I had to go along with him because there was a reason why I could not refuse.
And what reason would that be, Mr. Armstrong?
You know, monsieur.
Yes?
Surely you cannot expect the young maiden to talk about such an embarrassment.
Something tells me that we already know about it, John Armstrong, so there's no need to hide it in the first place. That maiden? You're a bit old to get away with that. I mean, you consider yourself a female, but a maiden? Nah.
I'm a bit too male.
I cannot finish the cross-examination without establishing his reason, so I'll just have to prove it with evidence.
But I did not kill him. I swear it. You must believe me.
So, you're claiming that all you did was hide the bodies? Is that correct?
Oui, that's right.
If we are to believe you, Mr. Armstrong, you must tell the court everything. You must make clear the identity of the man who ordered you to do this.
He's already confessed as much. He might as well stop dancing around the real issue.
Yeah, but he really doesn't want to tell us who the killer is. Yeah, because he believes that the killer won't be found. And if the trial were to end and John Armstrong would go away, then, well, he will be quote-unquote erased. But we won't let that happen, that's for sure.
Now suck it to him, Nick.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, you know, might as well just, say it ourselves. If John Armstrong is not gonna tell us, then we are gonna say it ourselves. That it was Furio Tigre, the head of the Tender Lander Loan Company, also known as the Tiger. Objection! Let's end this dance of Ring Around the Rosie, Mr. Armstrong. This is the man that you've been referring to. Uh-huh. Who the fuck is that? I feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Oh, I don't know. Maybe a month ago in this very courtroom. This man is Furio Tigre. He's the manager of a loan office called Tender Lender. There's no point trying to hide the truth anymore, Mr. Armstrong. I know you couldn't go against Mr. Tigre. At least, not while he had this on you. Yeah, because he surely had this on you. That Jean's death is $500,000. Yeah, I guess so. It's not that Jean Armstrong used all that money and he had to get that money from somewhere like Tender Lender. It was Furio Tigre that used this in order to have Jean Armstrong as his accomplice against his will. That has to be it. A $500,000 loan from a black market loan shark. And you had no way of paying it back, did you? That's why you were forced to do anything. And this man told you.
Oui, it is as you say.
Mr. Armstrong.
The Tiger. He told me he was going to use my restaurant for a business rendezvous. On the day in question, he was meeting the victim to demand repay his loan. I don't know why it happened like that. I just did what he told me to do. I had no choice. I carried the body and the unconscious Maggie out of the dining area and into the kitchen. After that, I just tried to forget what I had seen.
I think I can now safely say that the man who forced your hand was Mr. Furio Tigre. I do have one further question for you, Mr. Armstrong. The poison and the lottery ticket that were found in the defendant's apron pocket. Was that your doing as well?
No, I knew nothing about that. Making a look at you was Maggie who had done it. I was not. It is despicable.
Mr. Gatto. You will summon this Furio Tigre as a witness. I doubt that can be arranged today, so we will adjourn for now. Actually, we can. If Gumshoe managed to bring Furio Tigre after that whole incident yesterday, right? Proceedings will continue tomorrow. 30 minutes. Yeah, well, the trial will go on. I'll see to it myself. I need half an hour to get that guy on the stand. Not a minute more. Oh, interesting. Well, I guess... Well, I actually don't know. I'm only assuming that after that whole incident yesterday with Furio Tigre and Gumshoe coming into the restaurant, that Furio Tigre would be brought in to the police department for what he did there, for threatening Phoenix. So I assumed that we would have him already and all that, but I guess not. In which case, I guess Gato is gonna try and bring Furio Tigre like right here. Like himself? I mean, if he said nothing, then the trial would have continued like tomorrow and he would have plenty of time to prepare his evidence for the attack. And instead, he's doing it like right now. How the... Don't sit back and relax yet, try it. No one knows if that chef is really telling the truth or not. This trial could still go either way. I mean, okay. I'm thinking of people like early Edgeworth or Manfred or Francisca, who would definitely use the trial postponing and such to postpone it for a different day in order to gain some more evidence. But knowing Gato, he is definitely a prideful person, so he wouldn't use such tactics. If he were to fight, he will definitely fight. If we are to fight, then let's fight, like right now. No postponing a battle till a different day. Very well. Your request is granted, Mr. Gato. We will resume once Mr. Tigre is ready to take the stand. Until then, court is adjourned for a 30-minute recess.
That was some good shawarma.
So we're finally going to see the tiger on the stand. We've almost got this case won now, Nick.
I wish I could agree.
Huh?
When I cross-examined Mr. Armstrong just now, he said he was just doing what the tiger told him to do. But Gato picked up on it, remember? He pointed out that without proof, we don't know if what he testified is the truth. Yeah, and something tells me that in the next part of this trial, we're gonna have to provide even more evidence as to our theory, and also we're gonna have to talk about the motive behind this Furio Tigre's killing.
You mean you think Mr. Armstrong was lying?
I don't know, but if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. I get a feeling that we don't have the case for making evidence we're going to need.
Hey, pal!
Hey there, Gum Gum. Detective Gumshoe.
What needs to be about, Detective? He has standing on hand.
Hey, that's the pot calling the kettle black, little Mr. Top Knot.
It's not a top knot!
Okay, never mind about the hair. Just calm down, alright?
I can't stand still when I don't have a job to do. I kinda get wound up. Arf!
Alright, calm down, Gumshoe. No need to yell your lungs out like Furio Tigre over here. Just calm down. We're gonna solve this. No kidding.
You gotta have something you need me to do, pal. Anything.
Well,
Hey, I'm gonna take a jog back down to the precinct. I'll get some prints on us for you if you've got an hour.
some prints analyzed. An hour? The trial will have reconvened by then.
Nah, you really think that, Nick? After the kinds of cases that we had, like, lots of times that lasted until 11 PM? Nah, I doubt that. Gasho is gonna have enough time to analyze and come back in an hour.
But Nick, we still don't have a really piece of evidence, right?
True. Without some kind of trump card to pull out the bag, we're really stuck. Yeah. Unfortunately for you guys, I don't have my magic bag over here that I can pull stuff out of. Like, really convenient stuff. Which kind of reminds me, where is Furret? I really do need to search for that guy. He's probably still walking in the city, like somewhere. You said you could get some fingerprint analysis done in an hour.
You bet!
In that case, would you mind checking the prints on this for me? Prints. Not the prints, but fingerprints. No. I mean, we don't even have the scooter with us. This is Furio Tigre's scooter. No, there's no way that he would let us have it. Contract. The owner of the loan is the lender. I don't think that's really gonna help us. I mean, we do have this. The victim's ear medicine, found covered in identified fingerprints in the kitchen. You said that you didn't have enough time to get the fingerprints of this. Only the contents of the medicine. But I guess if we are to give this to you, you could analyze it further and find the fingerprints. And that could tell us that it was Furio Tigre's. Okay. Let me see about this. If we're going back to the station anyway, could you find out whose prints are on this? Oh, hey, that's the small ball I gave back to you this morning, right? Yeah. I think it's time we solve the last mystery of who the prints on it belong to. I mean, this would further prove that Furio Tigre was there in the first place, so that should help us. Sure thing, pal. Actually, that's been gnawing on me too. Alrighty then, well, good luck, Gumshoe. Okay, I'll get this off to the lab right away. Just make sure you don't lose the case before I get back. Yeah, something tells me that we won't. Stay safe, Gumshoe. Don't hit any telephone booths or poles on the way, please. Not like last time. This is pretty much the final showdown, I guess.
It's time to separate the phonies from the real guys. Heck yeah!
I feel like there is something that we're missing over here. Like, yeah, we are confronting Zingyop over here. But what about I Am? We haven't heard zilch about I Am. She's probably the mastermind behind all this. She's the one controlling Zingyop! Oh my goodness gracious. The plot thickens. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Garo, did you find this Furio Tigre? I even tamed him for you. It was a free cup job. No problem. No sweat. No bitterness. To tame him? Now his name may be Furio Tigre, but come on. Something tells me that that Garo is lying about some stuff around here. He is pretty lively. Be careful, he still bites. Very well. Please show Mr. Tigre to the stand. Witness, please state your... Okay, don't hide under the table, Maya. Unless there is room for me down there, too. Yeah, there is plenty of room here, Nick. I'm here as well. Would you mind...
What did you say to me?
Yeah, nothing. I didn't say nothing. Honest. You could have guessed that fear would induce a bad Brooklyn accent in the judge. Brooklyn accent.
I got business to take care of, you hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Was it you, Spiky?
No, of course not. It was the judge. Your Honor? Oh dear, I seem to have dropped my pen. Where did I press it? Well, don't mind me. Just carry on with the proceedings as normal. Oh, that's it. We're doomed.
Maybe you just didn't hear me. I said. There's no need to shout. We can all hear you. What did you say?
There's no point struggling. You're caught in a snare. The relentless snare of the law. And I am the one that holds you in. Hot damn. Too cool.
Don't let it get the better of you, Nick.
Let's start with the basics.
You know about the incident in question, correct? Incident? I don't know nothing about no sticking egg incident, mass boy. You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggie Bird? Maggie who? I've got more important things to do than watch courtroom dramas.
Yeah, I mean, you should, in your spare time. They can be pretty cool.
Well, of course.
Well, perhaps you could give us your testimony then. Please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder. Judge, are you gonna stay under your desk for the rest of the trial?
Phoenix Wright.
Uh-oh. He is looking at you. You are his prey now.
You're the one that set this up, didn't you? You're gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur. You hear what I'm saying?
Maybe I should have brought a diaper with me today. And lots more buckets that I have right now. You'd think I've learned my lesson, to bring enough buckets, but it's never enough.
Get a grip, Nick. I mean, you're wetting the floor over here. I'm getting all wet too.
Yeah, it's like a house flooding around here. Alright, the tiger's alibi.
I don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all my time in my office. I got wills lined up to borrow cash from tender lender every single day. You just want to check my alibi? Just ask Violetta.
Oh, at least I found my pen. Yeah, there you go. Very well demonstrated. Yakuza... What is it? Please with us. If you could refrain from shouting out like that.
I know the kind of games that guy in the blue plays. That lowlife ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at stupid details till he wins.
Lowlife? Me? Yeah, I'm sure that Gato would agree with that kind of statement.
Listen up, Smarty. Every time you ask me something that doesn't relate to this case, I'm gonna bill you $50,000. And you're gonna borrow the cash from me.
That's one long contract I refuse to sign.
And don't think it ain't gonna hurt when you tangle with the tiger.
Huh. I love a good spectator sport. Yeah, you're surely having a lot of fun over here, Gato. Just a minute. That's really not... This witnesses... How can I put it? A hungry tiger roaming the urban jungle. Get on his bad side, and he'll bite everyone's head off. Yours, too. Very well. Well, I guess I have no choice but to impose a penalty system here. The penalty system?
You just better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus.
The court will impose a penalty for any irrelevant pressing of witness testimony. Uh-oh. Keep that in mind as you begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. I guess so. I guess this is look at me all over again. If we pass the wrong thing, then it's game over for us. Yes, Your Honor. But, I guess so. I guess we're gonna have to choose our statements correctly. Like, the most relevant ones.
You can do it, Nick.
Come on from over there already. What do you, Maya? The tiger's alibi. Alright, so... No... Well, we're definitely gonna have to think about what to press from now on, I guess. At least for this cross-examination. We could definitely ask about Violetta. That could be pretty good. spent all your time in your office in December. That might actually lead us to something great over here. Let's see. Are you sure about that? We were talking about 1 month ago, you know.
You see these teeth? That's how sharp my secretary is.
Sharp? Is he talking about Viola Cadaverini?
She writes everything in my scheduler. December. Mainly in the office. That's what it says, so that's where I was.
That seems like a rather sketchy schedule.
Grrr.
Oh, there he goes again. What the tiger did all December isn't the issue. What's important is what he was doing on the day of the murder. So, now what? Yeah, you know what? Let's press harder over here. I think I know where this is gonna lead us.
What do you want?
If you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail, please?
Objection! This is a dead end, right? And you know it. Remember the rules.
Objection!
No. It's essential that we establish the witness's alibi accurately. Yes. Assert your dominance, Phoenix. I agree. The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day too?
Maybe you ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats who wanted to do business with me. I had never seen that young kid before.
I do believe that witness's last statement was important. Mr. Gato, if you could please.
Mr. Tigre.
The court asks you to add that last statement to your testimony. Don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor. Ask him yourself. You know, I would say the same thing, Nick, but at the same time, he is pretty old. Like, the more he lives, the more he is afraid of death. That's for sure, so that can change some people.
The day you was talking about, I was in the office, too. I never saw that kid before.
You know what? I believe that you are lying over here. Tiger, you know why? Because it says right here on Glenn's calendar that he had a meeting with a supposed tiger at Trebien on December 3rd, the day of his murder. So, what you're saying over here is contradicting this calendar.
Objection!
Mr. Tiger, you claim you didn't know Mr. Glen Oak, but it appears that Mr. Oak knew you. And I doubt that this calendar is talking about a completely different tiger.
What?
Mr. Oak left this little note on his calendar. Meet with the tiger. And the date? December 3rd.
December 3rd?
That's the day of the murder. So, Mr. Tiger, I submit that you did indeed know one Mr. Glen Oak. Because on the very day of the incident, you met with him!
Not bad. It's actually not bad.
Sorry?
I was just messing with these to see how good you are.
Right.
Did you hear that, Nick? He said you're not bad.
Hey, now you're back over here, Maya. That's one compliment I can do without. Plus, he's lying through his teeth. Witness, please remember that you are under oath. Lies will not be tolerated.
You're calling me a liar? Is that what you're doing?